Yo, yo. Yo, yo. That made no sense. Anyway, hope you guys are having a great day. National Football League picks. Week 4, and I know I'm getting to them a little later this time, because where I was at, I really couldn't make a video because everybody had to be super quiet. Otherwise, you get comments like, shut the fuck up, fat ass. No, not really. But anyway, National Football League picks. Detroit Lions, 1.5-point favorite at the Green Bay Packers. I almost wanted to take the Pack. This is tomorrow night's game, by the way. I wanted to almost take the Packers in this game because Jordan Love is not doing too bad. But I look at it this way. They got lucky to beat the Saints last week. An argument could be made the only reason they did is because Derek Carr went out with an injury. So it's going to be tough for Detroit to go into Lambeau, though, and win. It seems like it's like Arrowhead. Every time you go in there, it's hard to win there. But I got the Lions in that game with the points and outright. Oh, and by the way, as far as picking the actual teams to win, I'm not doing too bad. I went 8-8 the last couple weeks. But with points, it's a little tricky. So I can't really explain it, but yeah. I'm about even right now. I could be a little better, but whatever. Jacksonville, 3-point favorite at home against the Falcons. I'll tell you what, the Jaguars right now, they're a team that's on the slide. And a team that's, to me, unpredictable. But then again, so are the Falcons. I want to take the Jaguars, and I did take the Jaguars to win outright. But I'm not comfortable with that pick. I really ain't. But I can't see Atlanta going on the road and winning, but it can happen. Oh, obviously. Yeah. I like the Jaguars. Buffalo Bills at home. 2.5-point favorite over the 3-0 Miami Dolphins. Now, we all know what Miami did last week was amazing. It was once in a million chance. Well, it's probably more than that. But Miami ain't no joke. Miami's tough. Miami's really good. Period. There's no two ways about it. And they're going at Buffalo. Guess what? I took the Dolphins to win in an upset. I just like the way the Dolphins are playing right now. I understand the Buffalo Bills are really getting it together and they're at home. But I just got a really good feeling about Miami. I really do. So I took them in this game. Denver Broncos, 3.5-point favorite at the Chicago Bears. Both these teams are 0-3. And as far as I'm concerned, both these teams are done. Justin Fields ain't the answer. And I don't know what's going on with Denver. I don't know if it's Sean Payton. I don't know if it's Russell. It's hard to blame one guy. I think the problem with the Broncos is it's the whole organization. So, that being said, I took the Broncos on the road because I think they are slightly better than the Bears. The Bears are just flat out terrible. So I think the Broncos have a slight edge in this game. But, it's one of them games, who's the worst, So I took the Broncos. Cleveland Browns, 2.5-point favorite over the Ravens. Rightfully so. As far as I'm concerned, they should have beat Pittsburgh. I think that loss to Pittsburgh was a pure fluke. And the games they have won, look, come on, man. They slapped the shit out of the Bengals and they slapped the shit out of the Titans. And now they're at home again against the Ravens, who lost at home to the Colts and a rookie quarterback. So, that being said, I like Cleveland's chances. I took Cleveland outright. I just, it's one of them things. I don't really look at overall so far right now in the season. I look at, okay, what have you done lately? And Baltimore, if you lose at home to a rookie quarterback, the Browns ain't a joke. I like the Browns. Cincinnati Bengals, 2.5-point favorite at the Titans. Well, over the last couple of years, we seem to have the Titans number, but that could all change. Like I said, despite a good win on Monday Night Football, it was clearly evident that Joe Burrow's not 100%. So that makes me nervous. That whole injury just flat out makes me nervous. Here's the thing. You guys don't understand. If it means that he's good in the long term, I'm okay with taking a mediocre year. Some of the Bengals fans are just greedy. They want when they want it, and they want it right now. Well, life doesn't work that way sometimes. Sometimes you got to take mediocrity with greatness. And, it happens to the best. If you all remember about 2008 or 2007 or 6, whatever it was, Tom Brady got injured on a fluke play against Kansas City, and he was out the whole year. Matt Castle came in. So, anything can happen. But, of course, I'm taking the Bengals. And let's just see what happens. Indianapolis Colts, 1-point favorite against the Rams. This was a tough game to decide. I know the Colts won at Baltimore last week. I'm taking the Rams, and that could be a mistake, but I think the Rams just have more experience, and I think they're going to get back on the right track. So I like the Rams on the road. I took a lot of road teams this week, by the way. New Orleans Saints, 3-point favorite against Tampa Bay. I took the Bucs, and listen, the reason I took the Bucs is because it's still questionable if Derek Carr's coming back. If Derek Carr doesn't come back, I think the Bucs win this hands down. But if Derek Carr does come back, it's going to be a problem. But assuming that Derek Carr is not going to play this game, I took the Bucs. Philadelphia Eagles, 8-point favorite at home against the Commanders. Well, I went against the Eagles foolishly last week. I'm not doing that again. The Eagles are the real deal. Give me the Eagles. They're going to beat the Commanders pretty decisively. I think 31-14, 31-17. The Commanders got a good start, but I think it was a fluke. The Eagles are the real deal. Minnesota Vikings, 3.5-point favorite at Carolina. Another game. The Vikings obviously are better than their record. But Carolina, they are as bad as their record. But again, you got to cut them some slack because Bryce Young is still learning. The Vikings have to win this game. That's just the way it is. I think Vikings fans know this. If the Vikings lose this game, they're done. I think they're halfway done right now and pondering a miracle, and it can happen. 0-3 is not a death sentence. People have done it. Teams have done it. Not people, but you know what I mean. Pittsburgh Steelers, 3-point favorite at the Texans. I know the Texans got a big win last week against Jacksonville, but I took the Steelers because I think their defense is going to struggle. C.J. Stroud. I think the Kenny Pickett, even though I'm not a big believer in him, I think he's going to have a decent game. And I like the Steelers on the road. LA Chargers, 5.5-point favorite against the Raiders. Well, I like the Chargers at home. I think the Chargers are going to really kick it in gear now. I like the Chargers. San Francisco 49ers, 14-point favorite against the Cardinals. 45-10, San Fran. San Fran's going to annihilate them. I understand. Well, we beat the Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys do this every single year. They get their fans' hopes up. They start strong. Then they piss it down their leg in natural fashion. Kind of like the Bengals. Yeah, so I don't really think of much of the Cardinals beating Cowboys. I really don't. Take, the 49ers. Arizona, you're going to play an elite team. There's a difference. The Cowboys are not elite. The Niners are elite. So, the Niners are going to blow them out. Patriots, 7-point underdog at Dallas. Here's my upset special of the week, and I think you knew this was coming. I like the Patriots, not only with the points, but outright. I don't believe in Dallas right now. I'm sorry. I look at their 2 wins. They slapped the crap out of the Giants, which obviously that don't mean much right now. And they played the Jets with Zach Wilson. So, no. I don't trust them right now. Prove me wrong, Dallas. Prove me wrong. I like the Patriots. Sunday Night Football. Sunday Night Football. Kansas City Chiefs. Hang on a second here. Yeah. Dang it. Kept putting my thumb in the way. Kansas City Chiefs. 9.5-point favorite at the Jets. Yeah. 45, 41, 13. They're gonna slaughter them. Take the Chiefs. And Monday night, the Seahawks at the Giants. Giants are actually 1.5-point favorite. I disagree with that. I think the Giants right now are struggling. And I like the Seahawks on the road and Geno Smith and company. So there you go. Those are my picks, people. And let's just hope for another good week of football.